Welcome back to Terminator Resistance. I thought I was only going to make one episode about this game, but then I was barreling towards what probably is going to be a climactic moment and realized I hadn't completed a side quest yet. So that is just not going to do. I have to complete this side quest before I go over here and continue the main quest. But I wasn't just going to do that in one big giant episode. That is too much video for you to watch at once. I'm not going to ask you to sit with me for 2 hours solid playing a game. And also, I mean, it had been an hour and a half and I was just like, I got a bunch of work to get done today. I can't do this. And so I stopped and I did a whole bunch of data entry. I did so much data entry today. Holy crap. So my brain is fried now. I can't actually think straight because I've just typed so many little things into the Unreal Editor. But whatever, it's fine. It's fine. We're going to play a video game and we're going to wake up our brain and we're going to be fully functional human beings. That is our plan for today. So what are we doing? So we're going to head down this way, kind of hang a right and go over here, because what we're doing is we're looking for tools that the leader of the little cell of survivors that I've been hanging out with, he wants some tools. I don't know what he wants the tools for exactly. And I'm actually, one of the reasons I really want to complete this side quest is I want to see what the impact of it is. Like, there was a side quest, an optional side quest in the first like tutorial mission that resulted in an extra person being rescued by our group. And she didn't really participate in the cutscenes. She was just sort of hanging out in the bus, but she was there. They did have it make an impact. And so I've already done one side objective, which was to rescue a dog for a little boy. And so I sent the dog back, I guess. I don't know. It's not like I have the dog with me, but I'm sure the dog is going to be a part of the story now. And so I'm also curious if the tools are going to be part of the story and if they're going to make some kind of meaningful difference to the game. So that's the thing I'm curious about. Are these side objectives just like, yay, you did the side quest, or is there going to be some like material advantage that I get from having completed them? Because the thing that is fascinating to me about this game is the fact that I was really expecting this game to be much more of like a linear cinematic, you know, that kind of experience, because, you know, it's not directly adapted from a movie, but it is adapted from a movie franchise. And so you expect it to have sort of the linear qualities of a movie. And there's nothing in the trailer that made me think it would do anything different. But this has actually got a little bit of sort of an old school open level that you can sort of explore kind of in any order that you want. And my brain exploded for a second. I'm very, very tired. I have no idea what I was just saying. I think I just sort of stalled out for a moment and I probably edited out a bunch of dead air. This is how tired I am. It's getting late. Whatever. Oh, but my point was, this level is more open-ended than I thought it would be. And it's just full of stuff for me to scavenge that actually does materially impact my ability to fight Terminators. So I don't know. I feel like this game is doing more. It's more ambitious than I expected it to be. And so now it's piqued my curiosity. Hello, Spider-Man. It's piqued my curiosity because, you know, this game comes across as being a little low budget, and you expect very little from a low budget game, but actually they're more ambitious than I would expect them to be. And so now I'm curious how far that ambition goes. So that's my real objective here is I want to do these side objectives, I want to complete the main mission, and then I want to find out what impact the side objectives have, if any. So let's... Oh, I finally broke a lockpick. I think that is a first time for me. Where does it go? There it is. Alright, we got trade resources. Just tons of trade resources. I think that's all that's in here. No medical kit? Okay, that's cool. Okay, they auto-saved the game as I passed through here, which makes me think there's probably something scary on the other side of it. Oh, yep, there's multiple scaries. However, there is a... I think that's an explodey thing over there. So if this guy is going to get near the explodey thing... Is that an explodey thing? I think it is.
A garage, and maybe I'll find a set of tools in there.
Haha. There's 2 of these guys. Oh yeah, I should reload. I agree. Oh crap. Okay, I shouldn't actually be wasting these bullets on these guys, because these guys are actually... I think they're a little better for the shotgun, so I should use the shotgun on them from here on out. Okay, we got a place where I can save, but am I close to... Yes, okay, so this is where I should find the tools for the guy who wanted tools. We've got a crafting table, we've got... Got a med kit and a lockpick. Oh good, I've replaced that lockpick. What's in here? Trade resource. We got a box. Some bullets in it. Okay, well there should be some tools around here someplace. Where's the tools? Oh wait, no, no, I'm not going to save until I get the tools. Chemical compounds, what's in here? Metal scraps. Oh, okay, hold on. This, I know what this is. That's a splody bomb. Oh, but that maybe wasn't the only way in here. Oh, wait, there's like a... Oh. Okay, hold on a second. First, I want to find out, did I actually need to use that grenade to get in here? Nope. I could have gone through this vent. Okay, I was about to say, this game seems to weirdly rely on me having grenades that I can use to blast through walls and stuff. And, you know, because grenades are something you can also just completely exhaust in combat, games usually avoid requiring them for puzzles. And so I was kind of surprised that it was, oh, there it is, that it was requiring them for puzzles. But it looks like in this case, anyway, it wasn't actually requiring it. It just was the most obvious option for me. Okay, so yeah, let's take this. Oh, explosive materials. I was wondering what that was. Okay, cool. And now here's the tools we were supposed to get.
Do it.
Okay, cool. So there's that side objective. That only took me like 9 minutes. And now we will save. Do I need to use the crafting table? Let's see. What are my options here? Oh, I think I unlocked some crafting options. Red plasma cells for phased plasma rifles. Don't have any of those. A sound decoy for luring enemies. I like destroying them. But I can make a pipe grenade. These have been very valuable for me. So I'm making one of those. Okay, so I think... So there's this one area, like, down here that I haven't fully explored. There's probably nothing really important in there, right? And there's a Skynet gate here, which I've got no idea how those are opened. There's a locked door here, which I could probably get open. Some of these locked doors, though, might be optional. Like, there was another way to get through them. Can I mark things on the map? I can. Okay, you know what? Just because this episode risks being a lot shorter than the other one, which just feels out of balance, I'm going to spend a little bit of time more fully exploring the map. I've got 10 lockpicks now. So I should be able to pop these things open and see what I'm missing. Oh, hey, we got a explodey thing. Oh, whoa. I saw a little spider guy. Did I not go in here before? Hey, spider guy. Doesn't seem like I missed a whole lot. Yeah, not a whole lot going on around here. Well, let's... Okay, so when I clicked that locked door on the map, I kind of expected to see it marked on my mini-map, but I'm not noticing it. Actually, I need to move my microphone out of the way because I can't see my own mini-map. All right. So this place has got a locked door in it. Is it here? Wait, trade resource. Okay, so I don't know if I need to open this. I don't see another ingress. So we'll try it. Let's see if this is worthwhile. Metal scraps, energy cells. Those are good for making medium ammo. And... in case we had broken a lockpick when we got in. I do like it when locked rooms give you lockpicks, just in case you broke a lockpick to get there. Alright, so we took care of that locked door. We still don't have that one, though. So let's back up a little bit. Let's head down that way. Oh, right, the burger place. I remember this. So it's like deeper inside here. Again, this might be... Ooh, I never opened that. Ooh, medkit. Alright, that doesn't seem to be where the locked door is. This doesn't seem to be where the locked door is. Oh, was locked door upstairs, maybe? I went through this area last time, but I've just completely forgotten everything about it. Here it is. Okay. Come on now. Oh. There we go. Okay, we opened this up. Oh. There's some flying dudes over there. Aha, trade resources. I don't think too much about what the trade resources are, but I am noticing they do tend to be drugs. There's a lot of drugs. But maybe not the illegal kind. But, okay, and there's another locked door over here. I'm pretty sure this one was optional. Yes! Trade resources in the toilet. Yeah, so I'm going to maximize the crap out of this level. Getting everything out of it I possibly can. I do really think that this spot was probably... Yeah, I'm trying to remember which side this door was accessible from. I think it might have been from the inside. Oh, wait a minute. Did I go up here before? Well, if there was anything up there, I must have gotten it last time. Oh, energy cells. Wow, I missed a bunch of stuff last time. Pretty sure I came over here, but didn't notice all the loot. Okay, let's lockpick this thing and see if it actually has any value. Yeah, nope, this is just a place I could have gotten... I could have gotten here anyway. Alright, I think... Okay, there's one more locked door up here. I don't know how to get through... This requires hacking, which I don't have. Though, actually... Can I have hacking? I cannot. I don't know what unlocks this, but I have not unlocked it. I'm wondering... Yeah, let's grab more explosives. Because I'm sure I'm probably going to have to fight something big. That guy is aware of me. He's being a creep. Being a little creep. Hiding behind stuff. Ooh, can I reach him back there? Oh, I can't reach him. I can't reach him. No. Oh no. Oh, I can get there. I can get there. Yes. All right. Just got some metal bits. It's fine. Okay. Okay, just one. Wait, what's that? Loot the truck? What? What is loot the truck? What is that? This truck? Is that the truck? Is it... Okay. It looks like it wants me to throw a grenade at it. Well, real quick. First I'm going to try this. Just in case that was close enough. It looks like it's not. I've only got 2 grenades, so I'm going to try one, but... Yeah, look at that. Oh, look. They turned it into a ramp. Oh, I love these people. Look at so many trade resources. Oh, nope, there's more. Holy cow. Okay, this was a lucrative truck. However, I am now down... I'm now down 1 grenade. I've only got the 1 left. So hopefully I won't need it too badly. I've been picking up enough stuff. Maybe I can craft another one soon. Alright, I think my final locked door. So far, one of the locked doors that I opened was useless. The other 2 had stuff behind them that I hadn't gotten, that I genuinely wanted. So this way was that Skynet door that I don't have the skills to unlock. I wonder if I'm ever going to come back to this level. Like, because, I mean, it looks like the hacking skill just plain isn't available to me. And if that's the case... I've got no idea where I'm going, by the way. If the hacking skill just isn't available to me yet, that means that they might have just put that hackable door there just to tell me, hey, there's a skill you don't have. You should be excited about getting this skill later. And that's just all it's about. Or another possibility is I absolutely can use that skill here. I just need to come back later when I've earned it. So I don't know how open this game actually is. Oop, here we go. Let's open it. Oh, wait. Oh, is that... This is the locked one. No? Locked from the other side. Oh. Okay, we've got a mystery on our hands. It's locked from the other side. Oh, hey, a box I haven't opened. Nice, I'll need all the bullets I can get. Wait, I see something glowy. Oh, multiple glowy things. Oh, that was just the handle of this door. Okay, so I still don't know how to get in here. Oh, wait. Oh, hole. There's a hole. Alright, so I need to find a way to get on top of that hole. Before I go in here, let's see. Did I miss anything? Is there any stuff that I want? No? Okay. Oh, cigarettes. Here's the lockpicky door. Whoa. Is that what I want to do? Hold on. Nope. Let's grab the clothes first. Then drop down. And, oh, good. Pipe bomb. Okay. That's what I needed anyway. Good. I'm glad I did this. Sure, I wasted... questionably wasted 1 grenade getting into that truck. But... I got another grenade by unlocking that door. So I think ultimately we're happy we did this. So let's actually go and have what I assume will be an enormous fight. Just guessing. I can't prove it's an enormous fight. Yes, I can. I can go have it. And then it will be an enormous fight. So in the last episode, I hesitate to call him a friend. My friend Colin kind of disappeared off the radio. He's been like mocking me this entire time, but he kind of disappeared off the radio, and he was headed this direction, and so we're gonna go probably find him in big trouble. But yeah, when I came down here originally, it warned me that if I go that way, I would lose out on my side quests. And I was like, no thank you. But now, I believe I have done all the side quests. So, yeah, it's not warning me about side quests that I will fail. It's just making sure I'm ready to go. So, yes. All right, Colin, if that is your real name. Let's see what's going on with you. Oh, right. I pushed the button. Quest updated. Where is Colin?
Where are you? Can you hear me?
Be quiet. I'm following that guy. Something's not right about him.
Is he following? Okay, so by the way, in case this is the first one you're watching, this is set in the future of the Terminator universe. So basically, Skynet has destroyed everything. There's Terminators crawling all over the place. He sees a guy that he doesn't think is right. He's probably facing a Terminator, and I'm probably in massive trouble. Glad I've got grenades. Kyle Reese showed us that those are effective. Pipe bombs are effective. They call them pipe grenades in this, but, you know, whatever.
Shit, he got away from me. I'm trying to see. What the? Ow!
Colin! Talk to me, Colin!
I'm nervous. For close encounters. A line not said by Kyle Reese specifically, but very similar voice.
God damn it.
Oh, my backpack's full. I don't have any skill points, do I? Nope. Okay.
Jacob Rivers, marked for termination.
Are you all right, Jacob? Jacob!
Okay. Who saved me?
Hours later, they found me lying in front of our hideout. I made it out alive, but not all of us did. Colin's dead, and the stranger I saw is nowhere to be found. I told them about everything. I said that it wasn't safe for them to be with me. But Jennifer suggested that right now, nowhere is safe, so we might as well stick together. Everyone pulled through as we prepared for the worst. But nothing happened.
Jacob? Are you awake?
How long have you been sitting there?
Not that long. I know that you're going to that hospital today, so I went on my first scavenging run. And I found something for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you go with your sister?
No. As soon as Erin heard that there's a hospital nearby, she asked Jennifer to go look for some medicine. So I went alone. Don't tell her that, okay?
She's already at the medical district?
Yup. And Ryan wanted to talk to you.
Heat from a plasma rifle cauterized the wound. That's why he's not bleeding. But damage to the skin made the burn prone to infection. That's what we need to worry about.
Wow.
So, I love the fact that they
learned
really
all
had
that
him.
before the war.
They
And
really had to
thanks
give me a
Judgment
bullet
Day,
that I could actually
I
pick
didn't
up.
have to pay off my student loan.
So I'm just going to poke around here a little bit. Looks like it... Is this the same hideout, just at a different time of day? I wonder if it's a separate level. So one thing I want to mention, by the way, I love the fact that they had me encounter a Terminator, but did not let me fight the Terminator. Because if they make a fight with a Terminator survivable this early in the game, Terminators just don't feel like Terminators. You should not be killing Terminators lightly, not if you want this to feel like it's really a part of this franchise. And so far, they have not... Have they depicted of Terminator really being killed in combat? They crushed one with a truck. I have no evidence that Terminator was actually killed by that truck, though. They could have just picked me up while it was crushed, backed away, and then driven off, and the Terminator survived. They had that one Terminator that was shot with, like, plasma rifles at the beginning. But that's plasma rifles. Like, you can do that because I don't have one of those. And so it doesn't make them seem any less scary. But that feels like absolutely the right move. And I think somebody put a lot of thought into that. Like, when do we first let the player kill a Terminator? Because, like, how late in the game that is determines how scary, how, like, canonically scary Terminators are.
Hey, you're off again? I'll see you later. I'm gonna stay here and help Erin.
So, Laura is the character that I optionally saved last time. And so I guess... So Erin was talking to her earlier. It was kind of in the background. I didn't pay much attention to it. But I wonder if that... I imagine that conversation would probably be different if Laura wasn't here. So, like, I think I made a difference to this part of the story.
Morning. Patrick came to me earlier, asking if I thought you'd like his present. When I saw that it was a single bullet, I wasn't sure if he was being helpful or if it was a warning. I figured he didn't appreciate you looking at his sister like that.
What? So, Erin thinks that he gave me the bullet as a threat? What in the world are you talking about? Okay, let's find out how Mark's doing.
How's Mark doing?
Not great. We barely have any medicine left. But hopefully Jennifer will bring back some antibiotics from that hospital.
How do you feel about Colin's death?
What do you want me to tell you? That I feel guilty? That I care? Right now I'm a little more concerned with the living than the dead.
Do you think you could help more people by joining the Resistance?
Honey, maybe ask me that question when you finally find them. Because for now, I don't think they even exist.
Huh. And then this one says Erin's story in front of it. I'm wondering what that means.
Do you need help with anything?
No, I'm fine. I had to learn to do things by myself for quite a while, sweetie. Now, tell me, what did you really want to ask me?
I'm not even sure what the Annihilation line is. I've got a guess, but they haven't really explained it to me.
How did you know about the Annihilation line?
I heard the rumors, like everyone else. And then, like everyone else, I decided to ignore them. I was in the middle of operating on a little girl. When I had finished, I realized that we were surrounded. The machines killed most of us, but they decided to keep me alive. So, that's how I ended up in a camp. Maybe they thought it would be worth having a doctor in there. I don't know.
What happens at those camps?
People get tortured, experimented on, cut to pieces. I couldn't watch at first, but I soon realized that I had to do what no one else could. I had to bear witness to the atrocities. You're actually the first person that wasn't afraid to ask. They're all scared of me, like I'm carrying some sort of disease. But they're still coming to me for medicine. Ironic, isn't it?
Okay, so is it just the same options if I click this again?
About that camp.
What do you want to know?
What work did you do there?
Most of the time, I moved bodies for disposal. Sometimes their skin would be peeled off. Oh, it was horrific. Why would machines ever do that? My cellmate, Karen, was pregnant. I knew that was a one-way ticket to the grinder, so I had to plan an escape.
Okay. It's occurring to me that this is early enough in the Resistance that they don't know what Terminators can do. They've seen the endoskeletons. They've seen the endoskeletons walking around, but they have not yet figured out that they can wear human suits. So that's kind of interesting.
Did Skynet ever notice she was pregnant?
Well, we tried to keep it a secret, but when she started showing, they informed me that after the birth, I would have to kill the baby. Otherwise, they would execute the whole cage. The baby came early, and Karen died giving birth. She didn't even get to see her child. I had to take action. Me and one other prisoner took the child, and we got to the disposal room, where we covered ourselves with dead bodies. Then we just lay there, waiting for them to throw us out. And they did. They dumped us outside the camp, ready for the grinder.
Were you still behind the annihilation line?
Yes. We couldn't find anyone for days. We thought we were the last of the human race. Just the two of us and a baby girl. We ran to protect her, but deep down we were preparing for the worst. Anyway, you're healthy, right? And your bones don't look broken, so stop bothering me.
Interesting. Okay, so it listed that as Aaron's story. I'm wondering if each of the main characters is going to have their own little side story, and if you're interested, you can pursue it with them, but they're going to mete it out to you slowly. You can't just ask them about it all at once. Oh, I can trade. I've got a bunch of trade goods. Maybe it is worth... Okay, I definitely want to buy one of these. I think I've got enough medical kits. I've got an M16 I don't need. These are the same, right? Yeah, M16 I don't need. Let's sell that. Make some room in my inventory. And then... I think I'm kind of doing okay. I guess... Okay, so what if I did decide to buy... For $384, I could get a bunch more medium bullets. That actually seems like that might be worthwhile. Everything else here, I think I'm probably fine without. So, okay, the thing that I'm curious about, though, is...
Okay, now sit.
Look at this.
Roll over. Fetch. We've got a lot to learn.
Okay, so Patrick has the dog now.
Jacob, thank you for finding him for me. I promise I'll take good care of him. Now, what should I call him?
Nice. Okay, so if you haven't seen Terminator 2, you don't know what this is a reference to. This is one of the most memorable bits of dialogue in Terminator 2, referring to Max and Wolfie. I think we should name this dog Wolfie.
Maybe Wolfie?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you don't know about it. You don't know about it because you're too young to have watched Terminator 2. And then, over here, okay, this is the guy who asked me for tools. He's also the main quest.
You wanted to talk to me?
First of all, thank you for bringing me that toolkit. That bus should be ready in no time. Good to see you finally turned the corner. I wanted to talk to you. I'm starting to get worried about Jennifer. It's been a while since she left, and at my age, I try to worry as little as possible. If you see her out there, send her back, okay?
All right.
How's that bus coming along?
I'll make a run again, don't worry about it. Besides a couple of rusty rotors, it's got a whole lot of character. The question is, where do we go from here?
All right, let's hear some of Ryan's story.
Do you remember Judgment Day?
I do. That's right. I'm that old. My memory ain't as good as it used to be. However, there are some images that stand out in my mind. My brother Tucker hitting on this lady guard, or people covered in mud. But for the life of me, I can't remember the name of that band.
I'm trying to remember what the timeline was, because I thought that Kyle Reese was alive for Judgment Day. And so that somebody who's like in his 20s. I thought he was young for Judgment Day, but I thought he was alive for it. But that would mean that it wouldn't be uncommon for somebody to remember Judgment Day. That wouldn't be weird. You wouldn't have to be old for that. But maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe Kyle Reese was born in this world. And it's been... I forgot how far back in time the Terminator was set, what the time difference was. I mean, it was definitely like, we're past that time now, but yeah, I don't remember now. Okay, I'm curious about the band.
Band? Where was it?
Tucker always dragged me to these events, driving 100 miles to the middle of nowhere just to jump around with a bunch of strangers. Wasn't really my thing. Who would have known that it would have saved my life, though? Yeah, it was one of those outdoor festivals. When we got in, we decided to climb this metal tower to get a better view of the stage, So as we're watching this band play their hearts out, we see a burst of bright, ugly light. I went blind for a while.
Was he struck by lightning?
What was it?
Took me a while to understand what I was looking at. An atomic mushroom cloud wasn't something we were ever supposed to see. My bloodshot eyes, the only other thing I could see clearly was people below me being crushed. The tower we were clinging onto started shaking. It finally gave in after the shockwave from the explosion. I closed my eyes and it started falling onto the people below. What am I thinking of? I'm usually a lighthearted guy. Why don't we talk about something more positive? Oh, God, I remember the name of that band now. It was Captured by Robots.
I wonder if that's a real band. That would be funny. Okay, so we're done talking to Ryan, so I guess the next thing to do is to head over to the medical district. But that's starting a whole new adventure. And I don't think we're doing a whole new adventure. It's getting late at night. I need to actually get the kids to bed. So let's start it. Let's see if there's an opening cutscene or something. Let's get a little teaser of what's next. But then let's leave it there. Okay, no, we just kind of start at the entrance. So, sorry this is a little bit anticlimactic, But yeah, so but maybe that's a little bit of a teaser to sort of make you interested in I don't know what could be coming next, because this game, the thing that I appreciate about this game is a lot more than it had to be. Like, I've spent the last decade or so I've been working on Undead Labs, working on this kind of serious hardcore game. But prior to that, I spent the first half of my career making work for hire games based on like movie properties, usually kids movies. I made like an Over the Hedge game, and I made an Indiana Jones game, and stuff like that. And so I was like a huge amount of my experience was about not having enough money, not being taken seriously enough, not ever being able to make a game that really worked, and always being sort of bound to these properties and to these schedules that made it even harder to make something that you were really proud of. You end up with like a long list of games because you make these games really fast. You end up with a nice full resume of games, none of which really went anywhere, really accomplished much. And I love the fact that these folks have found a way. I mean, this game, it clearly does have a low budget. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. They're not doing a lot of fancy stuff with it, but they made it more ambitious than it needed to be. This could have just been like a very cheap, quick tie-in, linear, short, no big deal. But they made these broader open levels where I could explore, and there's like environmental storytelling, and I could put my scavenging skills to work, preparing for the next battle. I could tackle battles from different angles. Like, there's a lot more to this than there needed to be. And then we also had all these little side quests that added up to it looks like none of them added up to any kind of like mechanical benefit, but they do all have little story expressions to them, things that the characters would say. That little scene talking about Max and Wolfie, like fun stuff that as a fan of the Terminator franchise, I really enjoyed. And I really felt like I felt like the people who made this really cared about the franchise too, and they really, I don't know, it's very easy when you don't have a lot of money to make something that just feels like a quick cash in, because that's all you have time to do. And I think that these folks probably didn't have a lot of money. They probably had the same kind of low budgets that I used to have, back in the day. But they found ways to put that money into doing just the right things to make me feel like that they love the franchise as much as I do. And it makes me feel like I'm sort of being taken on a fun little trip into this world that I already really like, guided by people who really like it too, and have kind of have their priorities in order for trying to recreate this experience. So I really appreciate this game. I think it's really cool, and I'm glad that there are still companies out there that are doing this kind of work. Because one of the reasons why I stopped making licensed games was because the bottom dropped out of that market. People realized licensed games usually suck because nobody puts they're basically putting the same amount of money into it that you'd put into making a commercial or something, and so they just got a really bad reputation. And these days there aren't a lot of those. You don't automatically make a video game based on every movie that comes out, etc. Because that it's a risky proposition. A lot of people probably won't like the game or will assume it's bad because they've got a bad reputation. But here and there are these opportunities to make to take franchises that really actually do deserve a good game, and maybe not spend a whole ton of money making something, but like you can actually. I'm stumbling all over myself. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm glad that there are still studios out there that want to make this kind of game, that want to make games based on franchises that people like me feel nostalgia for and want to play. But these games are made by people who really know what parts of the franchise I'm going to appreciate, that I'm going to love, what parts of the fantasy are interesting to me. In the RoboCop game, actually talking to people and doing investigations, not just being like, oh, you're RoboCop and you're roboting around and shooting things, trying to bring more of what made that franchise fun into the game. And similarly, in this Terminator game, like I'm going around, I'm scavenging, I'm trying to live off what I can find in the world. I'm making a lot of decisions about where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do. The RoboCop game, when I played, at least I played the first level, it was pretty linear. This one was more wide open. It's like it feels like they haven't just found some formula for cashing in on old nostalgic properties. They're really putting thought into each game, what is going to make it feel like you're getting immersed in that world, and what's appropriate for this particular franchise. And you can tell that they love it, and it makes me like the game more because I feel like I'm playing with someone who likes the stuff that I like. So anyway, I don't know. This is a very long speech, and it's probably excessively so. But I guess I just wanted to, like, this game definitely shows its low budget. You can definitely tell that, that it's not like they had, the budget of some enormous movie, pouring into this thing. But it's a lot better than it had to be. And I just really appreciate that because, the people a developer who's making this kind of game usually is really feeling the strain of their budget, and they've got all of their ambitions and the things that they would love to do if this was a big AAA game. They're very aware of it. They're trying to do the best they can to find, to figure out what they can do with the resources that they have. And so I guess for me, having been in that position before, I just really want to pour a lot of appreciation onto developers like that, who get into these situations where you don't have a lot of money, there's a lot of expectations, and to make something like this that really does a good job of fulfilling those expectations to the degree that you can with the resources that you have, it's really admirable. And I honestly wish that the games that I had made over a decade ago that were kind of in this category, I wish we had succeeded as well as this game is succeeding now, with what they had at their disposal. So I really appreciate these folks. I'm glad that they made this game, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do after RoboCop. Anyway, I've been blathering way too long. So how about we wrap this up with my subscribe button, links to other videos, and I will see y'all later.